getting a 5.0 there. Landing tricks right off the top, critical. Here's Manny Santiago. Wow, Manny Santiago. Kickflip frontside Smith grind. We've seen him do that to 50-50, but he's not holding back. An 8.7 for Manny, jumping him up into first place. And always doing something for the crowd. Here's Sean Malto, who won a silver in Foz. He's in 6th place right now on his first attempt. Nollie frontside crooks. Sean Malto's specialty. Standard Sean, a 6.9. And again, getting those scores early on. You're seeing veterans of this format putting points on the board and then trying to stack bangers down the end. Here's Paul Rodriguez, who skated really well today. Switch, backside Smith grind on the ledge. He makes it look so easy, but that is a serious difficulty factor. Check this out again. He is our new leader with an 8.3 there. And here now, Nigel Houston, who has led through the first 2 sections. What's he got in store? Attempt number 1. Wow, kickflip, frontside nose slide. These guys are just machines when they know they need to make they need to make 4, obviously, and when it comes down to that, they don't take that many risks, but are still doing stuff that are extremely difficult. So a 7.8 for Nigel there jumps him back into the lead, and I do want to clarify a little earlier. I had said he had a 9 in the previous section, only one to do it this week, and Felipe Gustavo came knocking on the studio saying, hey, don't forget about mine. Oh, kickflip no slide. Hand down, does that work? Works for me. We'll see if the judges feel the same way. A 3.8 for Luan. As we see just a finger tap there. That has him in 5th place. So here's Mikey Taylor sitting in 6th. He had a 5.0 previously. What's he got for attempt number 2? Going for a switch blunt slide on the hubba. We know he's capable of that. It's tough to do without your board, as he will have his first kick away there. Manny Santiago currently in 3rd place. Whoa! That was a frontside shove it. Looked like he was trying to go to 5-0, but his front chuck kind of swung wide, so it turned into an accidental feeble. Yeah, take another look. A 5.5 puts him in 1st place. Wow, I don't think he was that happy with it, but the judges liked it. So here now, Sean Malto. Backside noseland slide. So after a 6.9 on his first attempt, he ends up with a 7.1, and he jumps up into 1st place. And we're going to be seeing that quite a bit here through the first few attempts of this impact section, as guys try to jump up into the lead. Now here's Paul Rodriguez. A 5 would actually give him 1st place. Oh, switch, frontside blunt slide, hands down. They're not going to score that very well because of the landing. You're right, Tony. A 3.7 for that sketch landing, but it does jump him up into 3rd place. But it does count as a make. Here now, Nigel Houston sitting in 4th. That's the trick that got Nigel into the finals. Frontside 180 to switch crooked grind. That should jump him up into the top spot. It does, an 8.0. So here's Luan Oliveira, attempt number 3. Big frontside flip. All the way over the hubba. Massive for Luan right there. 8.5. Sheckler and Shane. Corey Kennedy there giving him props. Take another look. That's very likely what Sheckler would have done as well had he been here. That is a lot of distance to cover.
And Ryan Sheckler wishes he could be out there today. Ankle injury sidelining him. So Mikey Taylor is sitting in 6th place.
And it's a switch blunt slide.
So that's Mikey's 2nd bail. Can't afford another. Up next, Manny Santiago, assault.
Oh, wow. Hits a frontside 5-0. I don't know if that's going to score higher than the Smith grind. In my opinion, the Smith grind was more difficult.
Well, 7.4 for Manny, you're right, but it still jumps him up into the lead. Take another look.
So solid.
So here's Sean Malto in 4th, wants to get back into podium position. That'll do it.
There's a frontside shove it nose grind.
So a 6.9, a 7.1, and now an 8.7 for Sean Malto, your new current leader.
Got a little crooked with that one. Frontside shove it. Crooked
so you
grind.
see Manny checking out the scores there. ISX, they see what we see. That instant scoring shows them exactly what they need at every given attempt. Here now, Paul Rodriguez.
Switch frontside blunt slide. Made it this time. That's going to be a good score.
So as we check that out again, the score comes in. An 8.8 for P-Rod. A section high today. Puts him up into silver medal position. Nigel Houston, a 5.0, a 5.2 rather, would get him up to the top spot.
Oh, going for a 360 flip, 50-50, I believe. That's one of his go-to tricks.
So a bail there on his 3rd. We'll see if he comes back to that on his 4th attempt. Here's Luan Oliveira, who's yet to miss in this section.
Hard flip. Just banging him out.
We'll see if that's enough to give him the lead. A 7.7, no, jumps him up into 2nd place. Mikey Taylor has already kicked away a couple, needs a make here.
Oh, that switch blunt slide again. Not quite getting onto it. And that's tough because that's his 3rd bail, and he needed 4 make. Gonna have to take a 0 on at least one attempt now.
Manny Santiago.
Wow, good side. Pop, shove it, backside 5-0. It's like an encyclopedia of shove it grinds here.
An 8.1 for Manny, jumping him up into 1st place. Let's see it again.
So good. His truck actually came off at the end there, but he pulled it out.
Sean Malto sitting in 2nd. So that is Sean's 1st bail of the section. He stays in 2nd. Up next, though, Paul Rodriguez. He's sitting in 4th place. A score of 7.7 would jump him up into the lead, and this is where makes start to become critical.
Switch backside tail slide with the hand down. That's going to cost him.
A 4.2. It does jump him up into 2nd place.
But he knows that he's going to have to do that one again.
Looking at the replay there, here's Nigel Houston sitting in 5th.
And Nigel with the switch backside tail slide.
Let me show you how it's done. Nigel Houston, as we take another look, a 7.7. That jumps him up into 3rd place.
Now I wonder if Paul's switch backside tail slide is worth 7.7.
It'll be interesting to see. So here's Luan Oliveira, who, as we said before, yet to miss in this section, but still sitting in 5th place. His best score so far, a 7.7.
Oh. Switch frontside flip. He's got 4 scores. One was a bit of a bobble, so he could use another good make.
So here's Mikey Taylor. The best he could do right now on his 5th attempt is for 5th place.
Missing that one slide again.
So that is 4 straight misses for Mikey. He'll stay at the bottom of the pack. Right now, your current leader, Manny Santiago, yet to miss here.
Kicks it, crooked grind.
Wow, Manny cannot stick it. But he still sits in 1st place, and Tony, he's looked so solid here today.
Yeah, almost any trick that he puts his mind to, he either makes a 1st try or a 2nd try.
Sean Malto needs a 6.6 to take the lead here.
Nollie flip, crooked grind, almost had it.
So that's Malto's 2nd straight miss. As you can see, Chris Cole doing a little on-course coaching with Manny right now. Not only are the guys chasing after Manny, but the strategy comes in for Santiago as he's got to figure out what he's got to do on his 6th and final attempt to stay in contention. Here now, P-Rod. Whoa! Needed a 7.2 for the lead.
Switch kickflip, backside 50-50.
And Tony, he got it in 8.8. Take another look. We have a new leader.
That trick is hard. Going regular. Hard enough going regular, but doing it switch
effortlessly.
He's one of the only guys that could do it.
Textbook from P-Rod.
Wow.
As he jumps up into 1st place. And Manny bumps down to 2nd. Here's Nigel Houston. To take the overall lead, he would need a 5.7.
Oh, 360 flip to 5-0.
That'll do it. Come on. Oh, a 9.1 for Nigel Houston. Back in the 9 club. Take another look.
So perfect. Look at that catch right onto where you want to be on the truck. Landing all 4 wheels at the same time with command.
While everyone's playing checkers, he's playing chess, man.
He's such a ruthless competitor.
So he jumps up into the lead, looking to defend his gold medal. Here's Luan Oliveira, sitting in 5th.
Oh, missing that switch frontside flip. That's going to be his last attempt.
So that'll do it for Luan Oliveira, who stays in 5th place, getting props. Eric Costin and Ryan Scheckler there. Here's Mikey. He's got 4 straight misses. He cannot move up a position, but this one's for the fans.
Switch blunt slide, coming in regular. That's what he wanted to do for the last 4 tries, 5 tries.
Getting love from the rest of the field. A 7.4 for Mikey.
He could have used that a few tries ago.
So here's Manny Santiago, who was just leading this way as we look at Mikey one more time. Giving it up for the crowd. But as we said before, Manny Santiago, who had the lead. And actually right now, Tony, the best he could do is 2nd place. So looking for a silver medal, needs a 7.3 here.
Flip, 50-50.
And Barcelona stand up.
That's going to be close.
An 8.88. So Manny jumps up into the silver medal position. Up next, Sean Malto. As we take another look at Manny, who's been a superstar all weekend long.
What a great story, too. Came out, he had to qualify in the select series. So he barely made it in. He makes it to the finals and then just starts killing.
So he may not be winning this weekend, but you might have to tell this crowd otherwise. Here's Sean Malto sitting in 4th place.
Missing that nollie flip crooks, and that's going to be his last attempt, but he did not get 4 makes.
So it all boils down to this, Tony. P-Rod currently sitting in the bronze medal position of 3rd. If he lands a trick of 7.8 or higher, he will take the overall lead away from Leauge Houston. What's he got in store?
Switch backside tail slide. It's clean. Now Leauge scored a 7.7 when he did that trick.
An
Give him an
8.4
8.4
for P-Rod. Wow. That jumps him up into first place. And you want to talk about pressure. Leauge needed a trick to get into the final today. He's going to need a trick of 8.5 or higher to win today's final.
I wonder why that scored a full 0.5, half a point.
Amazing. So here is Leauge Houston. You want to talk nerves of steel? It all comes down to this for the win.
Whoa.
Take two.
We rarely see that.
It will be Chris Leauge, Mikey Taylor, Sean Malto, Luan Oliveira, Leauge Houston, Tori Pudwell,
changed his mind there for what trick he wants to do.
We've never seen this before in Street League. Each skater getting 245-second runs, the best score counts. To win this thing does get eliminated though, as the top
There's
seven
Paul
advance.
Rodriguez,
Cannot concede anything. 5 attempts on the course yet. The best score counts. It all comes down to the top 6 advance. Again, you cannot use the impact in the control section. And then we move on to the impact section. 6 attempts. Best 4 scores count. So it's a cumulative final score of 1 flow, 1 control, and 4
And Leauge Houston on the last trick of
when
the contest.
When we return, we will get
Takes
ready
it
for
away.
action. Do
Defending
not go
his
anywhere.
gold medal.
Final coming up next.
Wow, that was so close.
Research
Unbelievable,
suggests
Tony. A tenth of a point separates gold from silver here.
This is that storybook ending we've been waiting for. He needed an 8.4, and Leauge Houston gets an 8.5. Let's go down to Jordan Whitley, who's out on the course with the defending gold medalist. Jordan, what's going on?
All right, Leauge, talk about a pressure cooker moment. You had to make it happen on that last run. You stopped, you went back.
This is
what
not
was
like
going
Chris.
through your mind up
He
there?
looks jittery.
I was so nervous. I've never
Any remnants
felt
you think
that
of
much
wetness on the
pressure.
course there?
I've never felt something like that before.
It
Congrats to Paul.
didn't seem like that was
He
what
gave
was
me
that
such
fault
an
there
amazing battle.
in that backside
I
flip.
mean, he worked for that
Was
so
turning
hard.
enough.
When I threw in and then went left that one time, it was because the wind was picking up a lot.
This
So I had to make sure everything was just right to make it happen. Somehow I pulled it off. I don't know how.
And lastly, you talked about the guys that were pushing you out here. What were they doing that was
Yesterday,
anything
he
getting
never
into your
made that
head, or was
trick, so-
anything, you know, really
Irony was
pushing you to do something crazy out
He had a
there?
hard time with the rest
absolutely.
of his run,
I mean,
but he finally
everyone
made
out there
that
is
hard
killing
one.
it so hard, and the
He could put that all
progression
together.
is going at such a high level.
So
Each and every
Cole's
contest
first
gets
attempt
gnarlier
in
and
the
gnarlier.
books.
And Paul, with tricks like switch flip back 50s down the hubba, like
well
you
below
really
his
have to give it
average
your
in the
all.
flow section.
And thank God
Again,
I
each
had
skater
that
getting
hard
2
flip
attempts.
for an option for a trick because
Not the
I
best
knew it was
score.
going to get
Up next, though,
just
Mikey Taylor.
enough to get me on top.
Okay, well, take a look at the screen up here. We're going to let you relive that moment. Take us through that last
This
trick.
is the same flow run so far that we saw Mikey yesterday, which got him in the finals.
I don't even know what I was thinking. Like, I only landed that one time in practice, and that was 3 days ago.
Looks like something spooked him there.
So